All right, let's just dive right into this. Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're looking at something that is just a totally fascinating geographical anomaly. So, do me a favor. Clear your mind of, your standard suburban streets, sprawling city blocks, or even those rural neighborhoods with the white picket fences. Forget all that. We are going to explore a completely mind-bending concept today. Picture an entire community existing, functioning, and surviving under a single roof. I mean, it completely challenges everything we think we know about urban planning and personal space. Honestly, it sounds like something ripped straight out of a sci fi novel or some post apocalyptic movie, right? But I promise you, it is very, very real.
So just take a second and really process this. What if I told you there is a town right here in America where almost everyone lives inside the exact same building? I kind of want you to treat this as a spatial thought experiment with me. Imagine if your morning commute was literally just an elevator ride down a few floors. Or picture your neighborhood watch just being a friendly stroll down a carpeted hallway. Imagine never having to shovel a freezing driveway or sit in bumper to bumper traffic just to go see your friends. It absolutely redefines our whole understanding of community boundaries, personal space, and, well, what it actually means to be a neighbor.
Well, to find this place, we actually have to look all the way up north. Welcome to Whittier, Alaska. Now, by placing this seemingly impossible town in a place that's so famously known for its vast, rugged, and often totally unforgiving landscapes, the whole idea of an entirely indoor community starts to make a lot more sense. I mean, we're not in some bustling, overcrowded metropolis desperately trying to save space, like, say, Tokyo or Manhattan. No, we are in a completely remote Alaskan environment. It's surrounded by breathtaking but honestly brutal nature. And this super unique living situation, it was born entirely out of pure necessity.
So you might be wondering exactly how many people are we actually talking about here? It's roughly 200 residents. And look, 200 people isn't just some random group of strangers. That is a size where absolutely everybody knows everybody. You know your neighbors, you know the shopkeepers, you know the people you pass in the halls every single day. It's this highly concentrated, incredibly intimate social ecosystem. When a community is this small, you're sharing way more than just a zip code. You share a collective daily experience that really binds you together in a way that folks living in sprawling suburbs rarely ever get to experience.
And here's the kicker. Almost that entire population of 200 people lives inside one single structure. It's a 14-story high-rise known as Bigich Towers. So instead of spreading out horizontally across all that vast Alaskan wilderness, the town decided to just build straight up. Which, if you think about it, is a really fascinating architectural choice for a place that has so much available land. But that 14-story vertical footprint is really all they need. It just stands there, this towering monolith right against a backdrop of stunning mountains and icy waters, basically acting as this singular beacon of human habitation out in the wild frontier. Now, to truly understand Whittier, we have to actually go inside Begich Towers. We're moving past that imposing, kind of brutalist exterior and taking a full-on immersive vertical tour of this ecosystem. Because frankly, you can't just look at the building from the outside and fully grasp how it functions. You really have to understand the incredible infrastructure that keeps a town of 200 people thriving day in and day out, entirely within a single set of walls. It's just a marvel of self-sufficiency. Okay, so inside this one building, you will obviously find their homes, but it doesn't stop there. Not even close. There's a grocery store to buy your weekly supplies. There's a post office to send and receive your mail. A medical clinic for emergencies and checkups. Guys, there is literally even a church in there. You could wake up, go get your mail, buy your ingredients for dinner, see a doctor, and attend a Sunday service, all while still wearing your slippers. Making a step outside completely unnecessary isn't just some quirky convenience for them. It's the fundamental design of their daily life. Everything you need to survive is literally just an elevator button away. But why? Why confine an entire town to a single high-rise when there is so much open land all around them? Well, it really comes down to one crucial thing: escaping the freezing winters. During Alaska's notoriously punishing winters, the elements get incredibly harsh. We are talking about extreme snowfall, biting winds, and freezing temperatures that can make a simple walk to the corner store feel like a downright dangerous expedition. So by bringing the entire town's infrastructure indoors, the people of Whittier can access almost everything they need to survive and thrive without ever having to step outside and brave that bitter cold. So the building isn't a prison at all. It's actually a meticulously designed fortress against the winter.
When you try to describe this really unique, maybe slightly claustrophobic, but undeniably cozy way of life, one phrase really sums it up perfectly. It's like living in one giant apartment city. It's an entire municipal infrastructure condensed right into the footprint of an apartment complex. It's a city shrunk down and stacked 14 stories high. For the people who live there, the hallways act as their sidewalks, the elevators are basically their public transit, and their fellow tenants are their entire local society. It definitely brings a whole new meaning to the phrase close-knit community, for sure.
So that brings us to a final thought, a bit of a challenge for you. Think about everything we've just explored in this explainer today. The incredible convenience, the tight community, but also the total lack of separation between your home life and your town life. Would you live in a building where your entire town is under one roof? I want you to really, really imagine yourself in this exact scenario. Could you handle that level of closeness and, honestly, the isolation? Or would you absolutely love the convenience of just hiding from the brutal winter while being totally connected to all your neighbors? Drop a yes or no in the comments below, and be sure to follow along for more unbelievable facts and deep dives. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.